everyone. Carolyn Cameron back with you. Anthony Stewart, Sam Cosentino, and pleased to be joined by a man that is not getting any break this week. It is Stan Smyl, the interim general manager. And Stan, you said earlier this week that you're forever a Canuck for 40 years. So you've seen and experienced a lot, but what have you perhaps learned in the last 72 hours?
Like you said, I will always be a Canuck. I'm not going to any other team. I've learned a lot, but the hardest part about it, I've been through this before, the hardest part about it is the people that you work with leaving the organization. It's always difficult, but they understand it's a business and you got to move on. For me, it's more the opportunity for this organization to move forward. So it's really overwhelming because there's a lot more to what you really think it is. But I have a very firm grasp of this organization and areas that we have to change and move on to be a better team in the future.
You have a very passionate, often vocal fan base in Vancouver. Do they have any impact on the direction or decision-making process of the organization?
You know what? There's been talk with Francesco Aquilini over the last 6 months of the direction of the team that I think it should go. But more so in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of talk. But I know Francesco has talked to a lot of people, a lot of input from a lot of good hockey knowledge out there. And then at the last, the decision was made when Francesco called me on Sunday morning that they asked me to step in as the intern GM at this point in time to give us a sense of direction as we move forward.
So, Stan, I know you've been around the block a few times, but general managers throughout the league, how many calls have you taken? And do you feel like maybe the vulture thing is going on a little bit here?
Well, first of all, with that, my first day, I sent my information out to all the GMs, and I've got a great response. But right now, it's more important for me and to take a look at our team and more so communicate within our group of the sense of direction that we want this organization to go. I think we've lost some identity as we've moved into this year, and we've got to bring back that identity, and that identity that I want to bring back in for this organization is be hard to play against, initiate. Those are important things that you need, I think, to be a successful hockey team moving forward. The bottom line here is it's the players that have control over this, and we've got to be able to support them, but also they got to take on responsibility also.
I was going to say, from where you sit right now, how do you create that change? How do you change the identity?
You change that identity from your leadership within your management group, and it filters all the way down. And I think I talked to the players on the first day, and I told them how I felt about that identity. And all these players get to the National Hockey League on commitment, on work ethic. They go through pressure situation, whatever level that it may be, junior, college. They go through these sort of pressures, and it's how they handle these pressures. But they get here for a reason. They're playing in the best league in the world, and they got to go back to those experiences that they've had before at whatever level it is, and then bring that, whatever they're really good at, bring it, and then initiate what you're good at. Because the bottom line in the NHL, every night, any team could beat any other team. What it is for me at that point is players that initiate. You can't stand around. You want to go out and initiate. And we've got some skill, we've got some character, and we've got to have that night after night to be successful.
You know, Stan, you talk about initiation, and now you have a little bit more control over the player procurement side of things. A, is that something that you think you might like to carry forward with? And B, how quickly are you going to pursue some of the players that speak to that identity?
Well, that is going. That's going on right now. That's what's taken up a lot of the time. You want to talk to your players first, and then talk within your staff. And I think what you're looking forward to is that you have to evaluate now this group of players that we have, and give them some time to prove themselves to not only myself, but more to Bruce Boudreau, who's behind a bench on them, to give them that opportunity, and let's see what they can do with it. Like, they're all good players, and we recognize that. We just need more from them right now.
Stan, you joining in on any Bruce Boudreau chants tonight?
You know what? That just goes to show the passion in this province, in this city, how much they want to win. And when you get effort, and when you get Bruce's positive coaching from behind the bench, you're going to have those sort of chants. So it's really nice. It was a nice atmosphere the other day, but that was created by the players, and that was created by the fans getting involved in the game, and that's what we want. We want that entertainment. We want to win.
Well, Stan, really appreciate the time on what I know has been a hectic, crazy week, to say the least. All the best.
Great. Thank you.